Mm. It's getting auto recorded, no?
Yes, sir. And we are live now.
Hi everyone. Just confirm whether the PPT is visible to you. Fine. Okay. So I just I'll go. I have certain agenda for the today's session, but if you have any queries, can you pose those queries? So while I explain, I'll keep that in mind. I'll definitely handle your queries at the end of the session also. But still, as still people are joining. If you have any queries, yes. Good evening. So have any queries? Just send me, so I can while discussion also I'll try to take care of those queries. Fine. So let me start with the session. So I have a long agenda for today. Okay, because what I'm going to discuss today is the CET 2026 registration process. So this year there is a slight change in the registration process. Okay, but what I need to understand that is that if I understand the whole admission process, then what kind of details they're asking for it and what document I need to keep it ready, that I'll understand. Fine. So what I'll do, I will go through, give you the overview of the admission process. Okay. I'll talk about the seat distribution also. And then you'll have idea, okay, as per the different categories of seats, what kind of documents I need to keep it ready. Also, when I'm filling the form, where I have to place yes, where I have to place no, that I'll understand based on which category I belong. Fine. Otherwise, unnecessarily put somewhere you belong, you're supposed to press yes, you'll press no, or you're supposed to click no, you'll press click yes, and as your application will go in the wrong direction. So let's start with the session flow. So what I'm going to discuss in today's session, first is what is the process flow, then your seat distribution, documents required, that is very very important, DigiLocker, how to register for DigiLocker, how to create an APAAR ID, and finally CD registration. Then I'll quick, if I get a time, I'll explain the MMS versus PG part also. I'll talk about the top institutes and also talk about the cutoffs of last year's CET. Fine. So let's go ahead quickly with the first part. Now, what is the process flow for this CD admission? Okay. Now we have just at this state that CET application is out. At this stage, only CET application is this at present. So at present, you are at the application state, right? So CET exam this time is happening in two slots. One is in April and May. Fine. Usually within 15 to 30 days, okay, after the exam, the result will be out. Within 15 to 30 days from the exam, the result will be out. So if you're giving the exam in first week of April, probably end of April, the result will be out. Fine. Now, after that, there will be a complete silence because this year the exam is happening in two slots. Obviously, the second slot will happen in May. But suppose somebody decided to give only first attempt, they don't want to give the second attempt. So in that case, the next stage will come document verification. So document verification will start somewhere at the end of June, or else end of June, the document verification will start. Your cap round process will start. So before the cap round process, a CET will declare a complete merit list. So you'll get a complete merit number. So within your university, within Maharashtra, you'll get a complete merit rank. So after that merit list is out, at July end, your cap round process will start, and somewhere in the first week of August, okay, your admission formalities will be starting. No issues in this part. Fine. No issues in this part. So this is the overall flow. Someone has made a video saying that JBMS is taking GDPR through CET as well. Will discuss all the queries. Fine. So this is the complete flow process. So right now you are at the this exam application part. Now, one thing you have to understand, though I'm going to discuss a document part, at this stage, you don't need to submit any document. You don't need to upload any document at this stage. Okay, you need to just enter the document details at this stage. Fine. So let's go ahead here. Okay. Now, before moving for the documents part, you understand the seat distribution. under which category you're going to apply, then you'll understand, okay, which kind of document I require. So what is the seat distribution over here? Fine. Now, if I say there are total 100% seats are there, first of all, those are categorized into two parts. One is a Maharashtra candidates, one is a all India candidates. Fine. Now, what are Maharashtra candidates? First of all, please understand one thing. You are just staying in Maharashtra for last couple of years doesn't mean that you are a Maharashtra candidate. There are certain norms to be for a Maharashtra candidate. So what kind of document are required for a Maharashtra candidate? I will tell you. Okay. So mainly you require a domicile certificate. Okay. Or you require a birth certificate or a living certificate. Domicile certificate, birth certificate, or living certificate. But when I say birth certificate or living certificate, it should state your place of birth is in Maharashtra. Then you will be considered as a Maharashtra candidate. Suppose, let's say somebody said, okay, I came to Mumbai or Maharashtra for engineering part only. So you are not a Maharashtra candidate, but you, let's say somebody is from, someone was one born in Gujarat, and for engineering purpose only, 4 years back he came to Mumbai for engineering or Pune for engineering. He will not be a Maharashtra candidate just because he's in Maharashtra. He'll come under the All India category. So to claim a Maharashtra candidate, I should have a domicile certificate or birth certificate or living certificate which should mention place of birth as Maharashtra somewhere. Among these Maharashtra candidates, I come back to the All India candidate later. Among these Maharashtra candidates, 85% seats, 70% seats are reserved for the home university, and 15% seats are reserved for the outside home university. So, for example, let's say I'm talking from the Mumbai kind of candidate's point of. Let's say somebody whose home university is Mumbai. So probably who can be have a home university Mumbai. Suppose I've done 10th, 12th graduation. I'm a Maharashtra candidate. I've done my 10th, 12th graduation, everything from Mumbai. My home university is Mumbai. Okay. So whatever colleges are in Mumbai, 70% seats are reserved for me. If my home university turns out to be Mumbai. Is that okay? Reverse way. I have done my 10th from Mumbai, 12th from Mumbai, but graduation I've done from Pune. Then my home university will be Pune. So in Pune colleges, 70% seats are reserved for me. Reverse way, let's say I'm talking about, let's say home university is Mumbai. So let's say I'm talking about college is Mumbai. So which are outside of home university? Suppose somebody from Pune, Satara, Sangli, Solapur, Kolhapur, Amravati, all these district people, they want admission in Mumbai. But their home university is not Mumbai. So for them, only 15% seats are reserved. For them, only 15% seats are reserved. Is that okay? So based on from where you have done your graduation, from where you have done 10, 12 graduation, your home university will be decided. There are certain rules for it. This is not the stage where those categories will be decided. When the cap round will start, your category automatically will be decided based on the data you feel. Among these 70% seats, half the seats are for general category, half the seats are for reserve category. Same outside home university also, there are general category 7.5% seats, reserve category also 7.5% seats. No issues in this portion. Fine. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here, I have said these are 100% seats. Okay. There are still 10% additional seats are there. Okay. There are still 10% additional seats are there. That is for the economically weaker section. So for EWS category, there are still 10% additional seats are there. Okay. No issues in this part. Fine. So you belong to which category, based on that you require the documents. Fine. So as I said, I just go to the documents part now. But before moving to the documents part, I just show you the what is that seat distribution. You'll realize that. See, I have said under Maharashtra category, there are two categories: home universities, outside home universities. But there are certain colleges where all the seats are Maharashtra level seats. Those are the autonomous, which are the colleges are autonomous colleges. They don't have that home university and outside home university concept. They have under all the seats under Maharashtra category only. So there is no reservation for the home university part. Same way, I have said there are reserve category. So there are 35, half the seats are for the reserve category. When I say reserve category means I'm talking about a OBC candidate, SC candidate, ST candidate. Those have some reserve category. But there are certain minority colleges are there where there is no reservation is there. Okay, there is no this reserve category seats are there. So I just show you a seat distribution so you have idea. Okay, so as I mentioned, JBIMS, Sydenham, Wellinger. Now please understand, for this year that seat distribution is not yet out. It will be out during the cap rounds. So I'm not talking too much about admission process because colleges, seat distribution, everything, once the confirmed data comes, I'll be in a position to guide you that way. So I'm just guiding you based on the last year data. So whatever the last year seat distribution is available, JBIMS, Sydenham, Wellinger, all their seats are state level seats. All the states are state level seats, meaning what? These three top colleges are in Mumbai, but there is no reservation for Mumbai candidates. All those 70% seats here, all these 85% seats. Okay, there is no home university, outside home university categorization in JBIMS, Sydenham, and Wellinger. All these are state level seats. So your admission will be based on what is your rank in Maharashtra. Same way, a minority college like SIS, there are no reserve category seats in SIS, and many colleges have 15% institute level seats, or you can say institute level seats a decent name of a management quota, I'll say. Okay, so for institute level seats you need to apply separately to the colleges. So see, once the cap round process starts, we'll guide you about all these admission process one more time separately. Right now I'm guiding you because what category you're trying to apply, what kind of documents you require, that's why I'm talking about this process. Fine. Look at, I just give you the last year seat distribution matrix. So this year data is not yet available with me. Fine. Just understand. Fine. Look at here. MET Institute of Management. Just example I've taken. This is MET College in Mumbai. Can you see? You can see there are home university seats, open category, SC category, ST category, VJ, NT, NTB, NTC, NTD, OBC, SCBC, special economically backward class, and total 79 seats are there. These are the number of seats for outside home university. So if a person whose home university is defined as Mumbai, okay, for them their competition is with these seats. The person whose home university is defined as Mumbai, their competition is with these seats. The person who is outside home university Mumbai but want to take admission in MET, then these are the number of seats OHU outside home university 14, 5, 2. These are the number of seats they should consider. There is reservation for the person with a disability also. There are 2 seats for reserve for them. Is that okay? No issues? Fine. And look at, as I said, there are around 10% seats are reserved. Look at your sanction intake is 180. The sanction intake is 180. So 180, 10% additional seats, 18 seats are reserved for the economically weaker section. Now, if you want to claim those EWS seats, then you need to produce an income certificate. That there is a condition for the last one of the last 3 years, my family income is below 3 lakhs. That income certificate you need to produce if you want to claim for this EWS category. So that I'll tell you once I come to the document verification part. Also, there are certain seats which says tuition fee waiver seats. Again, if you want to claim those tuition fee waiver seats, there's no reservation for it, but there will be only a waiver of your tuition fee. But you want to claim those, again, you need to have an income certificate. Fine. So I'm just giving the categories, okay, where you can claim. Fine. Next, look at this Wellinger College. Okay. Now, if I look at a Wellinger College, do you see anything home university, outside home university? Look at all the seats are state level seats. There is no home university, outside home university. All the seats are state level seats. Is that part is very, very clear? So here you can see that all the seats are the state level seats. And the rest categories are still there. OBC, SC, all those other categories are also there. Fine. Same way. What are minority colleges? So there are certain colleges where there is a reservation for a certain minority. Now that reservation may be based on the language you speak. The reservation may be based on the religion. So in some colleges, the reservation based on the religion. Some colleges, the reservation based on the language you speak. So, so for example, this is a SIS college. So they have a linguistic minority. So people who are speaking Tamil, for them, there is a reservation. So can you see there that there is a reservation for a minority candidates? As there is a reservation for a minority candidate, can you observe? Look at here, everywhere is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. There are no reserve category seats in this college. There are no reserve category seats in this college. You're getting my point? So, so here you can see totals out of 180 seats, 92 seats are reserved for the linguistic minority people. So people with the Tamil as their mother tongue, the 92 seats are reserved for them. But to claim that seat, you need to produce a certain certificate, okay, which will validate your claim. So if you, let's say, okay, I belong to this particular category, my mother tongue is Tamil, but to produce that, to claim that reservation, you need to produce a certificate, which I'll discuss with. Okay. Next. Now, what are tuition fee waiver seats? Tuition fee waiver seat is basically, it's there is no reservation for it, but if you want to claim for a tuition fee waiver seats, it is basically only Maharashtra state candidates are eligible for these seats. Fine. Okay. Now I just go back and I talk about, okay, only Maharashtra means what? As I said, out of 100% seats, 85% seats are reserved for the Maharashtra state candidate. And I said 15% seats are reserved for the all India candidates. Now, what is that all India category? I forgot to tell that all India category. What is that all India category? See, for example, let's say, as I said, somebody's from Gujarat. He came to Maharashtra only for engineering part. He is not a Maharashtra candidate unless he has a birth certificate or domicile certificate which state place of birth as Maharashtra. Others will come under the all India category. But let's say there are many people who are in Hyderabad, let's say Delhi, Indore, then what I'm saying, Lucknow, Trichy. Those people want to take admission in Mumbai. But for them, it won't be possible to come to Mumbai and take the exam. So what CD says is, okay, you want to claim under the All India category. It's not necessary that you should take only CET. You can take CET. If there is a center available in your state, you can take CET. But apart from CET, you can also take CAT, ZAT, okay, MAT, ATMA, CMAT. These scores will also be considered. These scores will also be considered. These scores will also be considered for your admission for the all India category. So you as a Mumbai student or Maharashtra student can also apply for all India category. Whether you belong to Mumbai or Pune, you can all, yeah, Nasik, you can still apply for this all India category through CD score also, or any of these scores also, whichever is your better score will be considered. So you have given all these exams along with CET, but my, let's say my MAT score is the best score. So you'll get an all India category admission on the basis of the MAT score. It's the same college, same seat. The quota under which you'll get admission will be different. Okay. So coming back to that tuition fee waiver seats, these seats are available only for Maharashtra state candidates. So all India category candidates are not eligible for this tuition fee waiver seats. What is the criteria? So this is again the whatever the information I have till now, because you have to get that certificate after this March. Okay. So to get this certificate, you should get an income certificate where your parents' annual income is less than 8 lakh rupees. From all the sources, you are eligible for this tuition fee waiver seats, but you need to get an income certificate from the state authority. You're getting my point? And candidate shall submit the income certificate issued by the appropriate authority. That part is very, very clear. Fine. Sure. I'm coming to documents part. OBC candidates, I'm talking about all documents part. Fine. Look at uh look at Jamnal Bajaj College, JBIMS, a top college in CET. Now here, whatever data I have available last year, if this year anything changes, we'll inform you after once the cap round start. So as per the last year data, all the seats are the state level seats. All the seats are the state level seats. There is no reservation for the Mumbai candidates. So your Maharashtra rank will be considered for the admission. Fine. So this seat breakup you can go through in detail later. Fine. You can refer this video later. It will be available later under the live sections. Refer that. You'll go get the idea about the what types of seats are there and what is the breakup of the seats also there. Fine. Next. Now let's come back. Understanding this, now let's come back to what are the documents required. Now, before going for the documents required, let me clarify. I'm going to start with how to do that CD registration process. But while doing a CD registration, I do not need to upload any of the documents. I do not need to upload any of the documents at this moment. I require all the documents somewhere at the June end. So any particular document, if you don't have at this moment, you still have around 3 to 4 months time to arrange that document. Okay. So what kind of documents you require, I just tell you. So all Maharashtra state candidates, if you're a Maharashtra state candidate, you're claiming a seat under the seats under the Maharashtra state candidate. Means what, you may be a general category candidate, open category candidate, you may be a reserve category candidate. What you require? You require your SSC mark sheet. I hope everybody has that. You require your 12th or diploma mark sheet. Qualifying examination mark sheet, means that is your graduation mark sheet. Okay. Now, those who are a final year student, you are allowed to submit the mark sheet. They will mention the date by so and so date. Once your result is declared, up till that so and so date, you can submit your mark sheet. So when you're filling the form, you mention that you're in the final year. So it doesn't matter. Then scorecard mark sheet of CD examination. So once your CD result is out, your CD scorecard will be available. So that will be definitely available after the CD exam. Now look at certificate of Indian nationality of the candidate. Okay. Now, when you get that domicile certificate, so domicile certificate always states, okay, you're a domicile of so and so state, and also you're an Indian also. So that is sufficient. Or any document like a leaving certificate where it mentions nationality Indian. Any document which says nationality Indian, or your birth certificate which says nationality Indian, that is also sufficient. Okay. Now, to claim Maharashtra seats, I either require a domicile certificate, birth certificate, living certificate. Any of these documents is okay. What it should do, indicating place of birth in state of Maharashtra. That is very, very important. Fine. My suggestion, you first check whatever birth certificate, living certificate you have. Just check the place of birth is in state of Maharashtra or not. Let me tell you. Last year I observed the cases. Last year I observed the cases where somebody had a birth certificate where they mentioned the place of birth. He old candidate, so he has a one physical. Nowadays you get a digital birth certificate. He had a physical hard copy of the birth certificate, handwritten, where mentioned place of birth as Mumbai. Place of birth as Mumbai. They rejected it, saying that it is not mentioned place of birth Maharashtra. Now, who will tell them that Mumbai is in Maharashtra? You're getting my point. Fine, but that kind of technicalities can have come across. So my understanding is you just check whatever birth certificate, living certificate, is the place of birth Maharashtra mentioned or not. If not, better apply for a domicile certificate. Domicile certificate is not kind of document you can easily get it. You'll got a lot of documents for that. But please understand, in future also, there are certain government benefits. If you want to apply for that state government benefits, many times you require a domicile certificate. So it is a one time document, so it is a kind of document you should have. But I'm saying a lot of you require need to produce a lot of documents to get a domicile certificate. So if you don't run behind it, if your parents or somebody else can go for it, please do it. It will help you in future also. Otherwise, these birth certificate, living certificate also will do at this stage. Is it okay? So these are the documents required for the all Maharashtra state candidate. Now, among Maharashtra state candidate, okay, yeah, or among them, because okay, one more thing I want to just classify. When I talk about the reserve categories, please understand whether it's OBC, SC, ST, NT, whatever the reserve categories there. Suppose you do not belong to the Maharashtra state. and you belong to, let's say, OBC category, there is no reservation for you. The reservation is only for the reserve categories belonging to the Maharashtra state only. So be careful about it. Fine, when you're filling the form. So if you're a SC/ST candidate, you require only caste certificate, and you also require a caste validity certificate. Even for OBC candidate, you require a caste validity certificate, but for SC/ST, you require a caste or tribe certificate and caste or tribe validity certificate. Now, please understand, caste validity certificate, it is kind of certificate. If you go and say, okay, I want to get a caste validity certificate, they'll immediately ask you what is the purpose of it. Okay, so my suggestion is, if you don't have a caste validity certificate, at this moment, what you can do, once you fill your CD form, take a printout of that CD form application and you attach that with the normal documents and then apply for that validity certificate. Because unless you show that a purpose, for this purpose I require a validity certificate, they will not accept your application. And this is the kind of certificate which takes a lot of time to get. Okay, so at least 2 months time is required to get this certificate. So better, as soon as you fill your CD form, apply for the caste validity certificate if you have a caste certificate right now. Otherwise, first you will get a caste certificate, then caste validity certificate. Caste validity certificate is compulsory. At the time of admission, you require a caste validity certificate. So by the end of June, you require this certificate. And this certificate nowadays is digital certificate. You get the PDF file in your email account. Okay, or in your DigiLocker also, you can download that certificate. Fine. If you're an OBC, VJ, NT candidate, or SBC candidate, or SCBC candidate, then you require caste certificate, caste validity certificate, no doubt about it. But with that, you also require a non-criminal certificate valid up to 31st March 2027. Means what? If you want to find this certificate, generally, this non-criminal certificate is always valid for 1 year, one financial year. So you need to apply for this. You need to apply for non-criminal certificate after 31st March 2026. After 31st March 2026, you need to apply for non-criminal certificate. If you belong to any of the OBC, VJDT, NT, SBC, special economic backward class, you need to apply after 31st March. Is that logic is very, very clear what I'm talking about? Fine. So there is no point in apply. But caste validity certificate, if you don't have, apply now. If you have these two, nothing like it. But this third certificate, every candidate who belong to the above categories need to apply after 31st March. Fine. The people who want to apply, there are 10% additional seats reserved for basically open category candidates, reserved for the open category candidates who are economically weaker section. But for that, what is that? Same, that criteria is the same. Your family income should be below 8 lakhs. As far as I know the details, any of the last 3 years, if your family income is below 8 lakhs, you're eligible to get that. So for that, you need to get that income certificate from that respective authorities. So I don't know the technical disease from where to get that certificate. You can actually go to the respective authority and check. I want to apply for EWS category, which kind of certificate I should get. But again, this certificate also I should apply. This is also valid for one particular financial year. So it should be valid for 26-27. So apply after 31st March 2026. Okay, then only you can apply. Fine. I already explained the tuition fee waiver seats candidates, that this also will apply after 31st March 2026. Fine. Somebody saying, what, I am from OBC category, so do I need to domicile and non-criminal certificate, but I have 1 year validity. So 25-26. Right now you have a certificate which is valid for 25-26. You need to apply for an after 31st March. So right now you don't have a certificate which is 26-27. So after 31st March, when you apply, that non-criminal certificate will be valid for the next 1 year. That's why everywhere I said apply after 31st March. Okay. Non-criminal certificate is not required for SC/ST candidate. SC/ST candidate only caste certificate, caste validity certificate. Okay, sure, no issues. Now again, minority seats. Look at, for example, SIS has, as I said, a linguistic minority. A college like a Thakur, okay, they have a different kind of minority. A college like, let's say, Khalsa, they have a different kind of minority. So if you're trying to claim that particular minority, you require that certificate. What is that? Declaration of the candidate respective linguistic religious minority, or living certificate having the information particular religion, mother tongue as given in pro forma O. So whichever kind of linguistic or religious minority you're claiming, your living certificate should have mentioned mother tongue as that particular language, or religion as that particular religion. On your living certificate, that is sufficient. Is that okay? No issues. Uh, I don't think non-criminal certificate is valid for 3 years. It is valid only for 1 year. To get that certificate, the last 3 year data is considered. Okay, as far my knowledge. Fine, but still, if any rules have changed, you can verify that part. So, as far my knowledge, to get a non-criminal certificate, last year data will be considered. It is valid only for 1 financial year. That's why I'm saying you should apply after 31st March 2026. Okay, I'll explain. You should not hold your application. I'll tell you what to do. Okay, I'll tell you, if you don't have any documents, what to do. I'll tell you, because that's what I'm saying. I'm explaining why you require documents. So you require documents at the end of June. So you have enough time in hand to arrange the documents. But while filling the form, then what I should do, that I'll explain you with all the screenshots I've taken. Let's start now. This year admission process is totally different. Okay. The first thing is what you should have: two things. Okay. One is you should have a DigiLocker account. Second, you should have your APAAR ID. Only after that you can register for the CED part. So the first step is what? To open your DigiLocker account. Now, as a what I'm saying, as a mentor, I always suggest, or let's say, forget about you're giving a CET exam or you're not giving a CET exam. Your DigiLocker account, everybody must have. It's basically the all the government documents in a digital format. Fine. So, for example, I as an individual, I have a DigiLocker account. In my DigiLocker account, I have my 10th mark sheet, 12 mark sheet, 10 certificate, 12 certificate. I passed 10th exam in 1996. Okay, so all those documents are still in a digital format in my DigiLocker part. I have my driving license in that, PAN card in that, all insurance policies are there I can get. So these gets automatically added in your, you have to, automatically means you have to fill the details of those documents, and they will be, it's like they will be added to your digital account. Fine. So irrespective of giving CET, not giving CET, you must have a DigiLocker account. Fine. No issues. So how to open? So I'm expecting that most of you might have that DigiLocker account. If you don't have, how to open that? Very simple process is there. But for that, there is one catch. Okay, which is nowhere mentioned. First, you have to make sure that your mobile number is linked to your Aadhaar card. Okay, means your Aadhaar card has a mobile number, some mobile number is linked. So because when you want to do the authentication of that Aadhaar card, Aadhaar number, your OTP will come to your mobile number which is linked to the Aadhaar card. Okay. So make sure that your mobile number is linked to Aadhaar card. Even if it is not linked, you can get it linked. There are many private centers are there which do these Aadhaar updations centers are there. So not those government where the long queue is there. They will charge you some nominal fees, and within 3 to 4 days, within 3 4 is also very long time. Within 48 hours, your mobile gets linked to your Aadhaar card. Okay, so in case your mobile is not linked to your Aadhaar card, you can go to any nearest Aadhaar updation center, to the private one. They'll charge you some fees, and with that, they will update your mobile to the Aadhaar card. Within 40 hours, that process happens. So you should not worry about that. Once you're sure that your mobile is linked to your Aadhaar card, now what you do, visit this DigiLocker portal. If you don't have a DigiLocker account, if you have, then directly log in. Simple. Visit to this DigiLocker portal. Simple. Now, what is the process of this DigiLocker put? I show you all the screenshots. Okay. So look at, can you see here on right hand side top corner? Can you see on this right hand side top corner? Login register. Okay. So what you do, you just, whether you have account, you don't have account, click on that. You're supposed to enter your mobile number. You're supposed to enter your mobile number. Fine. Once you enter your mobile number, what will happen? So for example, once you enter your mobile number, suppose your mobile number is linked to Aadhaar card. So probably it will show it's verified. Okay, your number is verified. You click on that, okay, or it will show your name. This is the name of the person, but only first two letters of the name and last two letters of the surname are showing. With that, you can guess whether it's a my account or not. Click on that. Once you click on that, they will send you an OTP to your mobile number, which your mobile number you're putting there. That OTP once you put, then you need to put your Aadhaar number details. And see, you don't need to remember all these steps. As you see on the screen, you have to just keep putting the details. So I just quickly say, put the mobile number. Once you put the mobile number, your name may appear, or you'll directly get the OTP. In case your name doesn't appear here, you'll directly get the OTP. Put that OTP over here. Once you put that OTP, basically now they will ask you to enter your Aadhaar card. Once you put your Aadhaar card number, you'll again get a OTP, but now this OTP is from your UIDAI, that is the Aadhaar body, which is going to send you this OTP to verify whether that it is the same person or not. Put that OTP. That's it. Your DigiLocker account is created. Now, as a password, there is no password. As a password, you set a 6-digit security pin. So they'll ask you to enter a they'll ask you to set a 6-digit security pin. Once your 6-digit security pin is set, your DigiLocker account is created. So you will go to the home screen of, you'll get a home screen of this DigiLocker, where you'll first part you'll see is your Aadhaar card. First part you'll see is your Aadhaar card, because after your Aadhaar verification, the DigiLocker account is created. Is that okay? So not able to log into DigiLocker, I'll suggest you just check whether your Aadhaar number, mobile number is linked to Aadhaar card or not. Please check that part. Okay, if you're not able to log into DigiLocker, make sure that your Aadhaar mobile number is linked to Aadhaar card or not. You just check that part. Okay, that's it. You'll see your Aadhaar card. Now, as I said, this DigiLocker is only not for the Aadhaar and APAAR ID. There are multiple documents you can download. If you have a driving license, you can download it. You can fetch your driving license also. Fine. You can, if you have a birth certificate, you can get the details of birth certificate also. But you need to put a certain details there. Right now, I'm not going to go in that detail how useful is DigiLocker. Let's stick to our process now. Once your DigiLocker login is there, what you do on left hand side, okay. Now I have to go for the APAAR ID created, but how will I go for that APAAR ID creation? Sir, so mock psychometric, I'll cover all the details. Mock psychometric test, I'll cover all the details. Okay, I'll cover all the details. Now, how will I create the APAAR ID? Just understand. See, once this is how your DigiLocker home screen will look like. You click on this search document. You click on this search document. In that search document, you just type APAAR. You search APAAR. Once you type that, it will show you this Academic Bank of Credits Delhi. It will show you academic. Those who don't say I am from Maharashtra, why it's showing Delhi? Forget about that part. Academic Bank of Credits Delhi. Click on that. Okay, so that is a very important. On search document, click for APAAR, Academic Bank of Credits. Click on that part. Fine. Once you click on that part, this is how that red logo will look like. Okay, so that red logo type it will look like. Click on that part. It says APAAR ID. Look at it, says APAAR ID. Once you click on that part, now you have to fill your details. You have to fill your details. Now, in this, 3 details will come automatically. Your name, your date of birth, your gender. That will show automatically. because your Aadhaar card is linked to your DigiLocker. So that data is taken from the Aadhaar card. I have to fill these value. One, identity value, identity type, admission year, I am a student at. Okay. Now I show you what it will show under various categories and what you should feel. Okay. Now just understand, when you click on identity type, I have 5 options. Roll number. So if you're a college student, you have a roll number of a college. Okay. Because see, please understand, as I know, see, if there is somebody who has passed their graduation 10 years back, they probably may not have the APAAR ID. But those who are presently doing graduation, I'm sure they will have APAAR ID because colleges have created their APAAR IDs. Okay. So that should not be a problem. But still, so if you're a college student, you put your roll number. Okay. If you're a university student, you get a university registration number. So if you're a university student, you'll get a university registration number. You can put that part. Enrollment, you can select that enrollment number. If you're when you take admission in a college, you get an enrollment number. You can use that enrollment number. Or let's say you're just a new admission. You are taking admission in a college, but college has not assigned you any roll number or enrollment number. They said you first create your APAAR ID, then we will give you that. So if it is a new admission, you don't need to put any other identity value. Fine. So what I'll suggest you can select none also. If you select none, they will not ask you any of the details. You just click on get documents, your APAAR ID is created. But I will not suggest you, if you're a final year student or you have just graduated a few years back, I will not suggest to click on none, because your college might have generated your APAAR ID in the past. So I will suggest whatever details you have, you choose any of that: roll number, registration number of a university, enrollment number of a college. Okay, fine. And if you're a new admission, then they will not ask you for that identity value also. So any of these things you feel, then that identity, suppose you select a roll number, so that identity value is your roll number. If you have a registration number, that identity value is your registration number. Also, when you select that particular thing, you also have a choice. What is the admission year? Okay, if you're going to select suppose you're going to select a roll number. So what is your admission year in that college? Also, they will ask you, suppose there's a list of, I am a student at which college? There's a list of colleges. There's a list of colleges. So for your reference, I particularly put MITH. I was trying to type Mithibai. So just I tried, but after typing MITH, I can see the college, Mithibai College of Arts, Chavan Institute of Science, and so and so. So I can see, I can click on that if I belong to Mithibai College. So click on that part. Okay. Then click on that get document. Your APAAR ID will be generated. Or if it is already generated, your DigiLocker will save that APAAR ID. It might happen that you already have a APAAR ID, you are not aware of it. It will get that document for you. Is that okay? So APAAR ID, as I said, this is an important stage. APAAR ID, if any issues are there, you can select none also and you can get the APAAR ID. But I suggest take some efforts. Check with your college also. If somebody knows what is the exact process, you can talk to them also. But once you select none, it might happen that whatever your past academic records are, that may not get linked to this. Your further academic records may get linked to this. You're getting me? Your MBA may get linked to this, but your past academic record may not get linked to this. So that is the reason I'll suggest you select a proper any of these criteria, put the details. Those who are studying in final year, most probably you have your APAAR ID. Okay, so select the proper details and try to get that document. That's it. Once this process is done, you put those required details. This is how it will show your APAAR ID. It will show your photograph. It's the same Aadhaar photograph it will show, and an APAAR ID generated, or you got that document is already existing. It just now that document is in your DigiLocker part. Is that okay? Fine. These are the two steps: DigiLocker, APAAR ID. Now starts my main step, that is your registration for CET. Fine. So after this, my registration for CET starts. Fine, sir. Fine, sir. Do I have to fill the latest degree roll number? in the identity type, yes, your college roll number you need to fill, or if you have college enrollment number, you better fill that. Okay. CT 2000 registration process. After this registration process, if somebody already has in DigiLocker account and somebody already has a APAAR ID in that, you don't need to follow these things which I've just discussed now. Is that okay? CD registration, what? Look at, this is the website I'm talking about. Okay, or in what I'm saying, in a browser, you just in a search browser, if you just write type CED cell, still you'll get the website. But I have a past examples where students are going to the wrong website. Okay, so that's why I mention you the proper website name. Visit this website, and then this is how it should look like. This is how the home page of that website looks like. Okay, in that home page, what you're supposed to, a lot of things are there. Don't click the wrong one, you'll go to the wrong site. You click on CETs. Click on CETs. In under that, click on 26-27. Don't say 25 is going on. I'll click on 25-26. 26-27 is the admission year. You're trying to get an academic year 26-27 admission. This is the academic year 26-27. So under CETs, select 2026-27. Once you click on that, it will take you to the registration page, which will look like this. Obviously, what you'll click now, you're master in creating the accounts. You'll obviously click on new user, register. Click on that new user. What new user details they're asking you? The new user is asking this. They will ask you email ID. This is normal the way we create our any account on any app. Email ID. They will ask you to set a password, confirm your password, full name as per Aadhaar, they are saying. Put your full name as per Aadhaar, enter your date of birth. Fine. Now see, whatever details you're putting here, they need to verify these details. How will they verify these details? They will verify these details from your DigiLocker account. And that is the reason we were doing all that task. Whatever details you're putting here, they won't need to verify you are putting the right details or not. Because till last it was like that. I can put any detail over here. Okay, I can put any date of birth. It's okay. Still, I could have given the exam because my hall ticket will come as per my identity proof. So they will not verify my date of birth. But here they want to verify your date of birth and everything. So whatever details you put, now they need to verify. So first verification is email verification. So they'll ask you that after putting these details, email, password, confirm password, full name, date of birth, you'll get an email. Okay, and that's why I'm saying you put that email ID properly, or put an email ID which you use regularly. So I know many students who have multiple email IDs. At the time of register, they put any email ID and they don't remember which email ID I use while registering. So if you want, you note down that email ID, you note down that password also. You can reset the password also later. Once you do that registration, you'll get an email verification. So how email verification? You'll get an email. Please verify your email. We have done that many times for many apps. I just show you. See, this is how that email verification looks like. This kind of mail you'll receive in your email account. This is an email screenshot. This is not a website screenshot. It's an email screenshot. That dear Amol, thank you for registering. Please click the button below to verify your email. Just click on that verify email. Your email is verified. You'll receive a next email. Okay, your Maharashtra MSCD 2025, this is 2026, has been successfully created. You can now log in to complete your profile and register for the process. You're getting my point? So now you got that email. But as soon as you verify email, you're still in the browser. Na? You fill the details. It asks you to verify the email. When you verify the email, you're still in that browser. Now that browser page will show like this. The registration page will show like this. What they will say? To continue with Maharashtra CD application, Aadhaar and APAAR ID authentication is mandatory. Please ensure that both your Aadhaar and APAAR ID are available to your DigiLocker account that you have granted access to Maharashtra CD. Use DigiLocker to complete authentication of your Aadhaar and APAAR details. That's it. What you'll click? you click on proceed to DigiLocker. Now, when you created your DigiLocker account, you had set a 6-digit PIN. Okay, so that 6-digit PIN is required now. Okay, now look at here. Enter your Aadhaar number here. Put your 12-digit Aadhaar number. Once you put your Aadhaar number, they will send you an OTP. Okay, that's a normal process. Fine, fine. So once you put that OTP, then look at that 6-digit PIN we set for DigiLocker account. Put that 6-digit PIN. Done. Fine. So now you are logged in into your DigiLocker account. So now CT body wants to verify your details from your DigiLocker account. So you should give them access. Now look at, there will be multiple issued documents. So as I said, in my account there are around 15 issued documents are there. But why I will give the driving license access to CT? So CT require only two details: APAAR ID, Aadhaar ID. So there is one option, select all. Don't do select all. Why you want to give the details of all the accounts? Fine. So it is APAAR ID and Aadhaar ID. Is it okay? Here, till what date you can give that access also is there. Today plus 30 days. But today plus 30 days is not required because they need to verify your details only for today. So only today plus 5 days is also okay, or today plus 30 days is also okay. Only these two portion you click, say okay. Purpose, know your customer. There are multiple purposes are there. You could select the purpose as know your customer. Fine. No issues in this part. Once you click on OK and proceed, that's it. Your verification is done. So they have verified that you are the same person who is registering for the CET part. Now it will take you to the CET page. As soon as you say OK, it will bring back to the CET registration page where you have to put all your details, which are the personal details. Now I'll guide you in the some of the details which you need to fill. Otherwise, basic details that you know. So that I'll quickly go through all the details. Look at your Aadhaar ID you need to put, your mobile. See, look at, when I go to the main page after that validation, when I go to the main page, my name, gender, and date of birth is directly taken from my DigiLocker account as it is. But even after that, I have to put my Aadhaar ID, I have to put my mobile number, I have to put my father's name. Okay, name as per HSC and HSC mark sheet. Now be careful. Name as per Aadhaar is different, and name as per order is different. So if you look at on HSC mark sheet or SSC mark sheet, surname is first. Okay, surname is first. So suppose my Aadhaar is ABC. Okay, my main name, father's name, surname. But my mark sheet generally will have surname, main name, middle name, like this, CAB. So this is name as for the HSC HSC mark sheet. So be careful there. Okay. Here, fine. They're asking mother's name, select gender, all those details you feel. Then what? Select religion. Okay. Then select region, mother tongue, nationality. Obviously, you choose Indian. Select income. Select marital status also. Fine. So these are general information. They need to fill your address details. Okay, fill your address details. Now don't too much worry about what should I select as a district. So for example, I say in a Mumbai area, I stay somewhere near Borivali. So actually I should not select Mumbai city, I should select Mumbai suburban. Okay, these are called as suburbans. So somebody said, what if I selected Mumbai city? It is not going to make any difference. Okay, select the village properly. Okay, so they ask you to select taluka, select village, select state. All those address part is there. You select. If you do something wrong here, doesn't matter. They are not going to cancel your thing. Okay, you put a wrong address or something like that. Fine. So appropriate details you select. Fill your address. After permanent address, they'll ask for the correspondence. Better click as same as permanent. Correspondent is same as permanent. If you click, same details will be filled here also. Fine. Caste validity certificate. See, there are many Aple Sarkar centers are there in Maharashtra. You go to any of those centers, they can you can apply online. You can you can apply online from home also. But better go to that person. They will tell you what kind of documents required. They'll charge nominal fees and get your job done. Fine. And getting validity certificate is not an easy task for many people. uh, Something, if you don't have a proper proof, you might need to go to your hometown to get a validity certificate. So be careful. Put address for correspondence. Nothing to mention in that. Yes. After this, you have to put certain details. Fine. Okay. Now, there, I'm going to just caution you. For example, are you domicile in the state of Maharashtra? Okay. Now, please understand what is the meaning of domicile in the state of Maharashtra. Suppose there are certain definitions, but as per the documents required, one, if you have a birth certificate which says my place of birth is Maharashtra, or you have a living certificate which states my place of birth is Maharashtra, then you can directly say domicile in state of Maharashtra. But that is not the case. You are not born in Maharashtra, but you are staying in Maharashtra for, let's say, last 15 years. Then you are a domicile of Maharashtra, but to claim that, you need to get a domicile certificate. You still select yes for it. You still select yes for it. Is that okay? But documents you need to produce by end of June. You're getting my point? But suppose I'm in Maharashtra for last 5 years only, then here I need to select no. Okay, I'm not a domicile in Maharashtra. Fine. Then they will ask you type of disability. If you have, select yes. You select yes. Okay. Sorry, this is disability, yes or no, not domicile of Maharashtra. So domicile of Maharashtra, yes or no, you select. Disability, if you have, you select yes or no. Then you put those details: type of disability, subtype of disability, disability percentage, nature of disability, whatever certificate you have for that, you put the details of that. If you say no, these details are not shown to you only. After that, you need to put your SSC passing year, SSC total percentage, up to 2 decimal places are allowed. Okay, so you can round up to 2 decimal places, or see, you can round up to 2 decimal places, or what your answer comes up to 2 decimal, you can put it that. Fine. Select SSC equivalent board. There's a list of boards, you have to choose from that. Select SSC school state. If you're Maharashtra candidate, that will be Maharashtra. And please understand, this is common form. This is a common form. So those who are giving the engineering CD also are going to fill this form. Those are giving the MBA CD, MCA CD also going to fill this form. And that is the reason they ask you this question. Are you appear for 12th? Okay, you will say I appeared for 12th. You're not appearing, no? You have completed your 12th. You're a graduate student now. You have completed your 12th. So don't put it appearing. Otherwise, it will not show the MBA CD options to you. You said I appeared, or I completed my 12th. Whatever option says, I completed my 12th, you click on that part. 12th or diploma. Fine. Next. Next is what? Your HSC detail. You put, now look at CET SSC details. I need to manually enter the values. Here, they will ask you year of passing, they'll ask you the board, and they'll ask you the HSC marks out of. For example, somebody HSC marks is out of 600, he scored 420. So this will automatically come as 70%. You're getting my point? If somebody feels 600 out of 600, he scored 420 marks, this will automatically come as 70%. You don't need to manually fill that part. Is that okay? All these are personal details. Okay. Now here comes the main thing. Once you, after filling those details, you say save and continue, you'll come back to this page. You'll come back to this page. Fine. Now in this page, you need to click on CET registration, and there is the main portion where the people make the mistakes. You click on the CET registration part. Once you click on the CET registration part, this is the page visible. Okay. Now please understand what kind of CET you are giving. Look at, this is also CET, here also it is CET, here also it is CET. Everywhere I can see CET word. So don't get confused. I am giving Maharashtra MBA MMS CET 2026. So this is the option I need to choose. Though many people have chosen this MHT CET, a medical का test है. And finally they receive a hall ticket which is a medical hall ticket. Medical entrance exam का hall ticket आ गया उनको. So that year is wasted. इस साल तो फिर भी 2 बार है. लास्ट ईयर तो एक बार ही सीटी था. मैंने ये चूज किया, पूरा फॉर्म भर दिया, सबमिट कर दिया. आई एम नॉट अवेयर ओनली आई फीड अ मेडिकल सीडी फॉर्म. Okay, so I am telling you, every year I have seen around 10-15 cases, that high number, that people have filled the medical CD form every year. I'm talking about not only one particular year. Okay, so be careful. So in PG, under PG, this is UG, undergraduate. Under PG, Maharashtra MBA MMS CET 26, this option you need to select. Simple. Fine. Once you select that option, okay, they have given certain rules. Okay, what is the eligibility, fees, how much is the fees. Now they are saying for a general category, fees is 1500 per attempt into 2 attempts, 3000. Fine. So I'll show you that page. So right now the fees is 1500. If you're a reserve category candidate, then fees is 1300. If you're a reserve category candidate, then fees is 1300. Is that okay? Let's go ahead. Now, once you select that CET, Maharashtra MBA CET, you need to fill the further details. Category details, qualification of graduation qualification details, and preferred examination centers. These three details I need to fill. I show you the screenshot of each of the page, and I'll tell you which particular field I should select, because there is a confusion there. Look at here. Disability information, I have selected no. Orphan information, are you orphan? No. Category information, are you domiciled in a state of Maharashtra? I have said yes, because that details are already filled. So these details are automatically coming over here. Fine. Fine. Now look at here. Category of candidate. Category of candidate means you have to, in a drop down menu, you have to select, do you belong to SC, ST, OBC, NT, VJ, which category you belong. For example, I selected I belong to OBC category. If you do not belong to any category, you don't need to select anything. Fine. Once you say OBC category, okay, they will say which caste you belong to. They'll ask you to select that. There's a drop down menu, many castes are there, almost 100 plus castes are there. You have to select your particular caste. Then they will ask you, do you have a caste certificate available? Now there are three options for that: available, applied but not received, third is not available. You select any one of them, it is not going to make a difference at this point of time. But when you choose available, you have to put a caste certificate number. When you say applied for not available, then you must have received a receipt. You have to put that receipt number. Then here the option will be receipt number. This option will get changed. You have to put a receipt number. When you choose not applied, they will not ask you any details. But if you choose applied, available, they'll ask you the caste certificate number. When you say applied but not received, they'll ask you the receipt number. Not available, doesn't matter. You require that certificate at a June end. So in MHT, CET, MBA through pharma, MHT CET is for medical. It is a UG course, undergraduate course. So MHT CET apply करना ही नहीं आपको. आपको MBA CET apply करना है. Is that okay? No issues in this portion. Same way, then they'll ask you, is the caste validity certificate available? So it might happen somebody has a caste certificate available, but caste validity is not available. So available, not available, applied, which is the correct option, you choose that, fill those details, gone. Now here, minority, don't say no over here. I have said this particular candidate doesn't belong to any minority. But if you have any minority, please fill that minority. Okay, for example, in certain colleges, there is a Muslim minority. In certain college, there is a Sindhi minority. In certain colleges, a Hindi speaking minority. Certain college, Tamil minority is there. Fine. So please know the colleges which have minority, or later if possible for I'll just publish the list which college have which minority. So that will help you to decide whether you belong to particular minority or not. So don't say no there. If you belong to particular minority, say yes. Okay. If you say yes, then they'll ask you the further details. Which minority you have, which kind of certificate you have. They'll ask you the further details also. Fine. No issues in says while paying, saying that fine. Fine. Graduation information. What I should tell. Graduation for you, graduation information put. Okay. Have you passed graduation? If you say passed, they'll ask you percentage, everything. If they say no, I'm in the final year, they'll not ask you anything. But final year, so no details required. Graduation passing year, which branch you have passed. They will ask you marking system, whether it's percentage or whether it's a percentage or CGPA. They'll ask you percentage or CGPA. So this particular candidate who has filled the form, it is percentage. So he has selected percentages. If you have a CGPA, you select CGPA. Then accordingly, they say how much CGPA you got, what is the maximum CGPA, okay, and your equivalent percentage will come automatically. You have to put the equivalent percentage. Now see, in equivalent percentage, certain universities have a formula to convert CGPA to percentages, but they are here that there's an option of CGPA. You do not worry about that part. Class awarded, first class, second class, distinction, what is that? Graduation years, so this particular candidate is engineer, so 4 years. You're getting my point? Fill these details properly. Once you fill these details, your form is done. Now, what I have to do? I have to choose whether I have to give first attempt, which is in April first week, or whether I have to give both the attempts. Fine. Now, please understand, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I decide later about the second attempt. I gone through the brochure, but I haven't seen anywhere they're mentioning that right now you can choose the first attempt. Okay. And later on, you can choose the second attempt if you wish to give. My personal feeling is that definitely for the second attempt, they'll again have some registration process. Okay. But to be on a safer side, I will suggest you to choose both the attempts. Okay. My personal feeling is that definitely for the second attempt, they'll have a separate registration. But why to take a risk if they say there is no, you're supposed to select right now only. So to avoid that risk, you can select both the attempts at this stage only. Fine. Now, so basically logic is what? If you're giving the two attempts, that is April and May, whichever is your best percentile, they will consider for your admission. In the first attempt, if you score lesser marks, you can give a second attempt to score a better marks. Now you are supposed to select the exam centers. Apart from Maharashtra, in other states also CD centers are there. So somebody says I'm going to be in that period, I'm going to be at my hometown. Can I select my hometown center? It is okay. Fine. This time the options are very restricted. So for the Mumbai point of view, I can see only these four options. From the Mumbai point of view, I can see only four options: Mumbai suburban, Mumbai city, Thane, Palghar. Now those who are from Nasik, Pune, Solapur, Nagpur, as per your nearby city, you choose a district. They're not allowed to choose a city. They actually select in a district. So as per your convenience, select the district. Okay. So I generally ask the students, uh, the hall ticket is generally usually released very late. Okay. So better you choose a city like that. For Mumbai people, I generally suggest this only, that where the commutation is easy. For example, suppose I'm going to travel by public transport. So as a Mumbai person, rather than Pune, I feel Nasik is comfortable for me, because I see many times I with the 1 week before also I can get a train to Nasik. But 1 week for getting a train to Pune is difficult because they are always full. That is my way of thinking. But somebody say I have private vehicle, it doesn't matter whether it's a Pune or Nasik. So accordingly, choose the options properly. Fine. You select both the types of first attempt as per your choice. Last is the payment part. Now look at here, everybody is to make the money. So last year as I know, the registration fee was 1200 rupees. If I'm not wrong, registration fee was 1200 rupees. And For they were charging for 5 mocks. For 5 mocks, that's complimentary mocks paper. They were charging 5 mocks. They were charging some 500 rupees extra. So they were optional. I will choose whether I want those 5 mocks or I don't want 5 mocks. What they did here, they increased 300 rupees. They made a registration fee 1500, and they are giving you three complimentary mocks. They're giving you three complimentary mocks. So by default or by force, they are giving you three papers. Money is already charged to you. But apart from three complimentary mocks, do I need to buy more mocks? My suggestion is, and my personal opinion is no. Okay, because please understand, last year many students bought these mock papers saying that okay, some questions from this will be repeated in the actual paper. Not a single question from these mock was repeated. Okay, also, uh, most of these papers are not originally prepared paper. They're copy pasted papers from some other websites, so they're not original questions. So instead of that, if you're a time students, I always suggest we are giving you 12 live mocks, means MCDs, plus 13 take home mocks. Already you have 25 mock papers, which are on the lines of CT, covering all the years types of questions. So better you give all the mocks of time rather than paying the money extra over here. So here you select 0. I don't know why psychometric test is there. Psychometric test is not a part of your course. Here also you put it 0. Okay. As per my knowledge, you can buy this thing later also. If you decide, okay, everything, time mock papers also I solved. These three complimentary also I solved. Now I want to solve more. You can buy them later also. Okay. So at this moment, additional test count 0. A psychometric test is not anywhere required. That is also 0. Okay, unless they specify somewhere psychometric test they are going to conduct. At this moment for CET is no psychometric test. Please select 0 there. Don't waste your money. So basically, you have to pay. If you're general category, open category candidate, you have to just pay 1500 rupees. If you're a reserve category candidate, you have to just pay 1300 rupees. That's it. For one attempt. For two attempts, into two. Don't pay anything extra for the mocks. Complimentary mock as it is, you are going to get 3. Is that okay? Okay, no issues in this portion. Fine. That's it. After this, you will be shifted to the payment page. So here, look at, I selected 0 mocks. So my payment is 2600 rupees. Pay the payment. Your form is submitted. Okay. But before submission, I will suggest, please do go through all the details properly one more time. So fill the form when you are properly free for 2 hours. You're free for 2 hours. In that sense, only you fill the form. While filling the form, only fill every detail properly. No issues in this part. I am a bit concerned because our TY exams are started of the April. CT is also in April. Is there suggest or support how we can? No, last year also that happened because people having first of all, CD exam will be conducted on 3 dates, but you do not have a choice to choose the date. They will give the date and time slot also. So you decide whether you want to take it or do you want to leave it. So they are not considering that part. Fine. No issues in this part. Fine. Okay. I'll take your doubts at the end. I just quickly explain you about the colleges part. Fine. Because so later also we'll do that when we'll do the what? We'll do the cap round guidance. We'll again do this part again. But for the moment, just give the rough idea. Now look at, there are two types of seats are there. One is MMS, one is MBA. Okay, MMS or slash MBA. This is one is a PGDM part. Fine. I just give a simple example. Let's say, suppose I went through CET. I went through CET. Okay, and let's say I talk about a college like uh, let's say MET. Fine. I choose MET as a college through CET. I got the admission in that. So what will happen? I will get a MMS degree. So the syllabus is designed by the Mumbai University. My exam will be conducted by Mumbai University, and I will get a degree from Mumbai University. But same MET college, they have their own autonomous course also. That is called as a postgraduate diploma in management. There also I can get admission through CET only. Okay. Only thing is, this is their own autonomous course. They have designed the curriculum. They have designed the syllabus. They will conduct the exam. They will give you the certificate. But the wording says postgraduate diploma in management. Why the word is diploma? Because rule in India says only universities can give you the degree. So MET being an individual college, they cannot offer you a degree. That's why PGD. But in the market, MMS and PGDM are equivalent only. So for you, the college is MET, MMS, or PGDM. Anything is okay. So you do it from MET, MMS, or you do it PGDM from MET. It's one and the same thing. So when the companies come for the placement, they do not differentiate whether you have done MMS or PGDM. They are interested in the better candidates. Fine. So there are some advantages, disadvantages of both. As I said, MMS is a degree offered by Mumbai University. This is a postgraduate diploma offered by the college. Your syllabus is updated by the university. Your syllabus is updated by college, so they are mainly more up to date, being autonomous. Okay. Uh, See, there if you want to go for the further studies or you want to go abroad, then better I will suggest you do MMS. But certain universities may not consider PGDM as a proper MBA. Or many banks also, government banks, while giving the jobs, they do not consider that PGDM as a MBA part. Okay, so that way, that is a disadvantage in some cases. So even if you're going for a PGDM, make sure that that PGDM course is AICTE approved. That is very, very important. For placement, students are pulled together. Now, why I'm explaining this MMS and MBA, PGDM, please understand. Suppose you're doing from Mumbai, you'll get a MMS as the degree. It's a Master of Management Studies. If you're doing from Pune, you'll get an MBA as a degree. Fine. But admission for this MMS and MBA happens through the common admission process, which will start in the month of July. Admission for this MMS MBA happens through the common admission process starting in July, where you don't need to pay any extra money. Whatever CET application fees you're going to pay, this 1500 rupees, in that 1500, you can apply to any college in Maharashtra. However, PGDM are the autonomous courses. How a college in Pune or Mumbai will know that you are interested in their college? You need to apply to every college separately. So suppose you are considering PGDM of 5 colleges, you have to apply to every college separately, and every college will charge you the application fee, same in the 1500 to 2000 range. You're getting my point? Plus, there is no direct selection there on the basis of the marks. They will conduct your further process like group discussion, person interview, or essay writing, like that. And based on your CET score, based on your person interview score or GD score, they will give the final admission. Then why should I consider PGDM at all? Why everybody should not consider only MMS MBA? One thing is, cutoff for PGDM are lower. So if I take the two same colleges, MMS cutoff for a particular college will be much higher than a PGDM cutoff of a particular college. For MMS MBA, the admission is purely on the basis of the CD marks. So if my CD marks are low, I may not get a good college in MMS MBA. But for PGDM, even my marks are low. If I do perform well in group discussion, interview well, I can still get the admission. Another reason is what? Your cap round starts in July, but PGDM admission for most of the colleges closes by June end. Okay, so you can't do this way. Okay, did not get a good college in MMS. That's why now I'll apply for PGDM. That's not possible because by that time the PGDM process is over. So this PGDM process will start probably somewhere in the month of May, June. Many college, even for April, from April month onward, many colleges after CET result, many colleges will start this PGDM process. So if you're interested in these autonomous courses of various colleges, please keep a track of their notifications and do apply after your CET result or as per the last date. Do not wait for a MMS MBA results, MMS MBA final cap round results. Fine. Just for your understanding, I am see on our Time for Education website. Okay, we have done a proper categorization of the institute where we are given a ranking to the colleges. It might happen that some college is number 5 in CET, but the all India ranking it may not come in number 50 in top 50 also. Okay, so we have given some category ranking. So I'll suggest you visit this our website www.timeforeducation.com. Select your CAT/MBA tab, choose B school selection, click on Time B school categorization. I've given you a link also. You'll get a list of colleges in all India. All India list of colleges you'll get it completely. There you'll come to know, okay, you're saying, okay, I'm considering the PGDM of so and so college. Is it a good college? You check. Is it in top 50? Is it in top 60, top 80? Where that college stands, you'll have idea. Fine. So for few colleges which accept the CD score for MMS, okay, I have just mentioned the ranking in that order. So JBIMS, then SIDNEM. So can you observe, though I am saying JBIMS is number 1 and SIDNEM is number 2, JBIMS is triple A plus category, SIDNEM is a double A category. So JBIMS will come under the top 20 colleges, SIDNEM will come under the top 50 colleges. Wellinger is a single A category. Okay. Then Pumba, double B category. You can go to that website and check the ranking. Then you'll have idea what I'm talking about. SI is a triple B category. MET is a triple B category. Okay. Chetana is double B category. Lala's is B plus. Saint Xavier's is B. Thakur is B. So let's say, though I say Thakur is number 10 in this list, if I take a all India list, probably it will not come in top 70 colleges also. That's why I say you please refer that list before applying to any PGDM courses. Fine. So look at the Thakur as a college, it will accept the CET score for the MMS also. Thakur as a college will accept the CET score for the PG also. So this is a list of colleges for the PG courses. So among the PG courses, the top college will come out to be the SIS college. Fine. Look at Wellinger also have a PG course, but they will not accept the CET score for the PG. Fine. So the colleges which accept the CET score for their PG courses is SIS, MET, NL Dalmia, Chetana, IS, Thakur. Here I have not included some of the colleges from Pune, Nasik also, because those are the local options. So people say, okay, instead of going to Thakur in Mumbai, expensive city, better I'll do MBA from a local college. That is okay. And so I've not included them in this list. This just to give the rough idea about that there are colleges accept the PG course will be also you can get it with the CD score. Fine. Now, what I've done, I have just prepared one simple table for your understanding that look at a college like Wellinger. You can definitely get a MMS through CET. They have a PG course also. But look at CET, they do not accept CET course for their PG. So if I want to keep my options open, that I want to apply for the Wellinger PG course also in case I don't get MMS, then they will accept the CMAT exam score and they will also accept the ATMA exam score. So you can take CMAT and ATMA for their application. So ATMA you can take accepted. Again, for this year when the application is out, I'll be in a better position. Which scores accept is the last year data I'm sharing with you. Same way, SIS for the PG courses, they accept CD also, CMAT also, MAT also, ATMA also. They accept CAD also. I'm not mentioning CAD, ZAT. I've just mentioned the CD level exams. This is a simple chart I've prepared. Most of these colleges accept the CAT and ZAT score also for their PG courses. But CAT and ZAT exams I'm not mentioned over here. But being a CET student, I may not give those exams, or all those exams already over. So these are the exams I mentioned, which these part is for the PG courses. Which exams could accept for the PG courses that I mentioned over here. Is that part is very clear? Fine. So again, when the admission process starts, CD result is out, we'll discuss these colleges part in much detail. I have just given a simple overview of the admission process, documents required, how to make a DigiLocker account, how to create an APAAR ID, and CD registration, where to say yes, no, which documents required. That's it. Fine. So that's from my side. I hope I've cleared all the details to clarify your doubts. There might be some technicalities that how to get a document. I am not an expert to tell you how to get a document. So most of the document, caste certificate, caste validity certificate, there are आपले सरकार केंद्र करके एक होता है जहाँ पे you can submit the documents online. Those people guide you also what kind of documents required also. For caste validity and caste survey, they might charge you high fees. So don't go through any agent. Also, don't unnecessarily spend a too much amount. But these process you can also do it from home. But many times we are not aware of the process. That is the reason we go through someone. Fine. So go through those processes and please make your documents ready by the particular part. Fine. So that's all from my side. So you have any particular doubts, I'll handle that. Last part I want to show you the cutoffs. Don't get scared with these cutoffs. These are the percentile scores. These are last year data. Percentile score. So being home university as Mumbai, what are the percentile score required for various colleges? So you can see Jamnal Bajaj 99.94 percentile is required to get the admission. So with that, I'm saying if you're aiming the top colleges, look at Sydney 99.75 percentile, Wellington 99.5 percentile, Puma 98.97 percentile. These are percentile. So 98.94 percentile could be last year, could be around 150 plus score. So out of 200, 150 may look okay. 19.94 percentile might look very high. But please understand, unless you prepare well, you cannot score good marks. So rather than bothering too much about the colleges, admission process, and all that stuff, focus on studies. All the admission process and everything when we'll start will definitely guide you for that. So this is a time to be very focused on the studies part, practicing it regularly. Give all the mock papers, do not skip any mock. Find whatever study material you have, finish that full study material. If you have finished earlier, revise it again. Give more and more mock papers. This is a time for that. Fine, because competition is high, the cutoffs are high because the number of seats are lower. Fine, but in the terms of marks, the cutoffs are not that huge. In the terms of personnel, you'll find it very huge. Okay, yeah, I'll just take some 5-10 minutes. I'll take the doubts or queries, then we'll end the session. Fine. So you can comment if you like the session also, you can comment on that also. So I already have a caste certificate issued dated so and so. I have to apply for the next final caste certificate. You don't need to apply again. Caste certificate, if you're a Maharashtra candidate, caste certificate is a permanent certificate. You need to apply for a caste validity certificate, and non-criminal certificate you have to apply after 31st March. So that is valid for caste certificate, caste validity certificate is lifetime valid. Non-criminal certificate is valid only for 1 year. Sir, Mumbai born student 10 plus 2 in Mumbai, but degrees in Delhi. I think, see, I'm not sure. I have to check. I'm not sure. But you are out, you won't be considered all India. I'm not sure about it. I need to check. Chinmay. Okay, so if you meet at some point of time, let their brochure comes, then we'll be in a better position to guide you. At this moment, I'm not sure. So you will come under the outside home university, but which outside home university? You're not in any university of Mumbai only, na? So which will be a home university? Mostly they'll put in all India category, but you're a domicile of Maharashtra, then I have to check whether they'll put in which category. Okay, in that case, they might put you in the Mumbai category. Fine. I already have a caste certificate. Sir, as of now, the exam is going to be twice. So, will it affect percentile? See, we do not have any data to conclude for it right now. So, let's wait and watch. Okay. I don't think it will affect too much. Okay. But this is the first time it's happening. So, let's see what happens. Sir, ABC ID and APAAR ID is the same. Yes. So, it's the Academic Bank of Credit. So, thank you. I didn't get you. Yes, Maharashtra birth certificate. Yeah. Should we make domicile? See, my suggestion is look at domicile is a kind of certificate you'll require lifetime. For example, just a practical life. Suppose tomorrow you're trying to, let's say, MAHA releases the list of, let's say, MAHA releases a good flats in Jew area at a very cheap prices. And you want to apply for that. They'll ask you for a domicile certificate. Okay? So better you have it. But domicile certificate is not easy to get it. A lot of documents are required. You require almost last 10 years light bills, one light bit of each year, like something like that. So if you can get it, nothing like it. It will be useful in future also. Otherwise, birth certificate and living certificate also will serve the purpose. See, JBMS will accept the CMAT score for the all India seats. So through CMAT, getting all India level seats in JBMS is very, very difficult because your cutoff is 99.99 percentile. So don't rely on that part. Okay. So living certificate is okay. Living certificate of your school, college, anything is okay. 10th living, 12th living, graduation living, anything is okay. So someone has made a video saying that a JBMS has a GDP around through CT as well for MMS. I don't know. I need to check. At least I have right now. I don't have news, or at least I haven't gone through the details. I'll check. As I said, na, we'll update if anything like that. Let the official confirmation come. And many times, many people make the video just for the views and the subscriptions. So the first attempt result will come out before the second attempt. I hope so. I hope so. A registration time, we need to upload, you don't need to upload any documents at the time of registration. Yes, you need to upload your photo and you need to upload your signature. So only 4 good colleges through CET or any other colleges also good in CET. See, I say good or bad is a definition, subjective definition. Okay, so many students, you'll say at the end of the year Chetana and MET seats are also full. So will you call Chetana or MET good or bad? वो subjective है बहुत. Fine. 21, should I select none of the identity type and process? Don't select none right now. You must have graduated from some college. Select that college, select that roll number, select that and check whether you are able to fetch the ID or not. APAAR ID, you must have a college must have generated your APAAR ID. 21, I think APAAR ID was there. Just check. For SSC percentage, we have to enter the percent of all the subject of all the percentage, not best of 5, all. ठीक है. Sir, I have applied for the EWS certificate. As you said, we should apply after 31st March. As far as I have a knowledge, that EWS certificate is basically income certificate. Income certificate is prepared based on the last 3 year data, but valid for only one financial year. So as for my knowledge, you should apply after 31st March. Still, you can go there to the respective authority and ask them. Fine. Do you need to fill the JBMS application form? Right? No, simply understand. JBIMS admission is through MMS only, so you don't need to fill now. But there are other courses also, JBIMS Finance and MSc Finance and JBIMS. There's a HR program also. For unit that you need to pay, make a separate application, but that also application comes in June. So at this moment, no JBIMS application. Payment should happen. Just check. I'm just looking at your query. Don't have immediate solution for that unless I see what's happening over there. I will say login from some different computer. It might be some browser issue also. Login from some different computer and just try to check out, make the payment. If I'm categorized under all India by chance, seat is acceptable as exam. Yes, seat is acceptable as exam. So if I have a NTB caste certificate not eligible for the non-criminal certificate, should I select the NTB category? See, please understand, when you select NTB category and you don't have a non-criminal certificate, for example, I just put it this way. Suppose somebody selected OBC NTB category right now. They said non-criminal not available. Still, you will be considered as a NTB. They will ask you to pay 1300 rupees. But At the end of the June, when you go for a document verification, they'll say, okay, show me the non-criminal certificate. If you're not able to produce non-criminal certificate, they will say, we are putting you back in open category, and open category fee is 1500. Please pay 200 rupees more. That's it, finished. So it doesn't matter. So I'll say you are NTB, and if you don't have non-criminal right now, say NTB not applied. Okay. If you're not able to produce a document, they'll put you in open category. So don't worry about it. Fine. No issues. Okay. So I'll end the session now. I hope I've cleared all your doubts properly. So it's a very simple registration process. Follow the steps. But I'll say, at a relaxed mind, please do that part. Make sure that you have 2 hours available. Then only start that registration process. Okay. Fine. Okay. I'll end the meeting now. So thank you all of you.